Hello and good afternoon, everybody. My name is Michael Spiz. I'm the Oakland County Commissioner for District 3 here in Oakland County, and on behalf of the Oakland County Board of Commissioners, I'd like to welcome everybody here to the Board of Commissioners Auditorium. For the third year in a row, I'm very excited to announce that the Oakland County Board of Commissioners has unanimously passed a resolution recognizing June as National Safety Month, with this Friday, June 10th, being Gun Safety Awareness Day. This can only happen due to the strong support and partners between the Oakland County Board of Commissioners, the Sheriff's Office, and all the local municipalities and police agencies standing behind me. And of course, the National Shooting Support Foundation, Project Child Safe, whom has again donated all the gun locks that we're going to be donating or giving out on Friday. On Friday, June 10th, law enforcement agencies throughout Oakland County will be supporting our efforts to reduce gun violence by distributing free gun locks to Oakland County residents. It's a simple process. Just walk into your local law enforcement agency, show some ID, and request a gun lock.
We're building on our past success this year with the launch of our new program, Lock It Up Oakland. Modeled on a successful program in Washington, this new effort will promote the safe storage of firearms and usage of gun safes. Together with Sheriff Michael Bouchard and several local police chiefs, we've reached out to local retailers to help get this message out. Some have agreed, and we're hopeful to add more to our list soon. We especially want to thank Dunham's, who has agreed to provide a 15% discount on gun safe purchases in the next few weeks. We appreciate their commitment to safe gun ownership. You can keep tabs on our current efforts, law enforcement, and retail partnerships at our lockitupoakland.com.
In support of gun safety, in rural, urban, and suburban communities, the cultural significance of guns take on many different meanings, but the outcomes are the same when firearms are mishandled. Tragedies can occur, or the innocent can be hurt. Since joining this committee, I have been very impressed by the outpouring of support of our local law enforcement partners. I can say in assurance that my colleagues feel the same way. Thank you so much.
And we in law enforcement are extremely appreciative of the Board of Commissioners for reaching out to law enforcement and partnering with us on this key safety initiative. And you know, we hear so often that the mission, one of the missions of law enforcement is to protect and serve. Well, this gun safety lock initiative is really a part of the protective part of that mission. It's about the preventative aspect of law enforcement, because we cannot allow another child to stumble across a firearm and harm him or herself or somebody else.
Every one of these agencies behind you has responded to really a terrible tragedy, probably more than once, that could have been really not only minimized but perhaps even eliminated by the enhanced knowledge and education and support of things like we're doing here today. This new initiative you hear about today is really the next step or next generation of what we hope to accomplish here in Oakland County. In this effort today, this combined effort really led by the Oakland County Board of Commissioners, it really exemplifies all that. It brings all the law enforcement partners together in a common purpose and a common theme to minimize tragic accidents and incidents from occurring.
We partner together in every way, shape, and form to help our community as a whole, whether it happens to be one that we're the police agency of record or someone else is. It's all a team, and this is, again, a very specific example of it. A lot of agencies, including ours, have been giving out these gun locks for quite some time. I'm a big personal believer and a supporter of the Second Amendment. I believe in that right passionately, but with great rights comes personal responsibility. Not just Second Amendment, but with any behavior in life comes personal responsibility. And so when you exercise those great rights, you have a responsibility to be engaged in these kinds of discussions on how to do proper safety, how to know when, where to use a weapon, how to store a weapon, and those kinds of things all run together in one package. You can check out the new website, lockitupoakland.com, and that will obviously give you more information and details about this program. But again, it was very much a team effort with our commissioners, certainly Marcia and Bill at the helm of that team, but also the Lock It Up Oakland committee
Personally, I just wanted to say to all of our law enforcement and to all the commissioners, this is a bipartisan effort. We hear so much about guns, and we hear the political aspects of whether or not people should have guns. I was so happy to be part of this because there was no political bickering about whether you should have a gun or not have a gun. And what it was we're going to keep kids safe and families safe. And it's so important in all of our men and women that are serving our local communities. And our listeners, thank you for what you guys do. We really appreciate it. And Sheriff Bouchard, thank you for inviting me to be part of this.
And before we close, at the beginning, I mentioned there was going to be 3 announcements, and we've only really had 2. One being the June 10th, and one being the launch of the Lock It Up Oakland account. The third one is actually, everybody in this room should be proud of themselves because we've been nominated for a award by National Shooting Sports Foundation Project Child Safe, which donates the gun locks to us, for a local champion award. Yes, we're only nominated at this point. Our goal and objective is, of course, to win that award, and I feel confident that we will, but I'm very proud that we are to the point where we are starting to receive awards for a program that's only in its third year, excuse me. So with that, I would like to congratulate everybody, so give yourself a round of applause for that.